Real preaching is going to lead to real decisions. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. This is part number 4 of our 5-part series as we look at the mission to reach the unreached through the example of Paul in Acts chapter 17. Whenever we really preach, whenever we really share the whole picture of who God is, it's going to bring us to a line that all of us have to choose whether or not to cross. But before we get into this study, I want to thank you so much for watching. Remember, please subscribe to the channel. We want to connect with you. And visit our website at changeministry.org. But just as importantly, make sure you click the like button. That's what allows this video to be seen by others so that they can grow as well. So we've seen real preaching here in Acts chapter 17. Now look at what happens in reaction or in response to real preaching. Acts 17 verse 32 says, "And when they heard of the resurrection of the dead, some mocked and others said, 'We will hear thee again of this matter.'" That's really it. This one verse paints the whole picture and the point of this study. When we tell the truth, people have to make a decision. We all will make a decision to reject or to receive that truth. Real truth always brings us to a line. That's one reason why you know a lie is a lie. Because a lie just kind of lets you lay where you are, lets you stay where you are, lets you justify where you are. But gospel truth, gospel light is always going to bring us to that next level. And here you heard some people hear that they all heard the same thing, but not the same reaction. Some people heard what Paul said and say, "Hey, this is a bridge too far." And other people said, "Hey, this might be the bridge that I need to get over troubled waters." Same bridge, two different reactions. In verse number 33, what was Paul's reaction then to everyone's choice, regardless of what their choice was? "So Paul departed from among them." Now, Paul departs, meaning he kept it moving. He did not get boosted, jumping over the top at those who wanted to hear more, and he doesn't get down in the dumps and throw down his Bible because of those who rejected the truth. He keeps it moving. The same God that brought me here, the train now continues to move. We continue to go along the track. That's why it was a missionary journey. It wasn't a one-stop situation. It was a circuit. And all of us in this life are on our missionary circuit. And if we don't make it a habit that after we've done what God has told us to do, we can't now hang ourselves or hold ourselves accountable for what other people do, for what God has called us to do. We got to keep it moving. He keeps it moving. Not with haste and not with a disconcern, but the journey continues, no matter what the choice of others may or may not be. So by the time we see him in verse number 34, Paul departs, and in his moving forward, he moves forward now with those who choose to hear more. Howbeit certain men clave unto him and believed, among the which was Dionysius the Areopagite, and a woman named Damaris, and others with them. We keep it moving for the sake, not just of ourselves, but now for the sake of those who have joined us. They wanted to join a movement. They want to join a mission. And if we stop and if we give up, or if we sit there and gloat, we're no longer not just in our mission, we actually inhibit their mission. It's like a light circuit. When we plug something into the wall, if the plug is just sitting there, I'm so happy that I'm here in the wall, I finally got into the wall. No, the plug's job now is to carry that energy to that lamp, to that light bulb, so that we can see. We got to keep the circuit moving. We got to keep going, whether it's delight or discouragement. Ask for God to keep us in them both. We need him to hold our hand in both of them, so that we can stay humble and we can stay hopeful, regardless. Some people rejected it, some people received it. That's about as far as we need to go. Anything beyond that, we're going to get into muddy waters, whether it's the muddy waters of pride or the muddy waters of poo-poo, we fail, I'm going to give up. Let them hear. Let them hear all the picture, and let's leave the decisions up to God. But knowing that no matter how many, you got a chance to tell the story. You got a chance to draw a line. And you got a chance to give people an opportunity to make a choice. And that's all God asks us to do when it comes to reaching those who've never had a chance to choose.